All right, who are 203K buyers? Well, how many of you think first-time buyers would take advantage of something like this? Absolutely. Tremendous market opportunity for first-time buyers. Move up and move down buyers. People wanting to go ahead. Lots and lots of older Americans are living in homes that are no longer right for their needs, right? The kids have left. They got these big old homes. They could move into something smaller, redesign that, remodel that, renovate that to meet their needs. People who want to move to urban locations, close to work, shopping, entertainment. Think about how many great older neighborhoods there are in great locations, and think of some of those homes. Think of the workmanship and the character. But again, they need some work and they need some love, and here's a solution for that. Changing needs. We've got the family growing. We've got people have a need for a home office. What's great about this is people can go in, and instead of buying a home and paying for changes, some people think are improvements, people can go in and find a home that's a really great value and then spend the additional money to make that home exactly what they want. And in the long run, it's a tremendous financial investment as well as a lifestyle investment. And many lenders will tell me, I tell you over and over and over, they'll say, someone who goes through the 203K comes out the other side typically with some very real equity. All right, looking for discounts. So people looking for discounts, people want to earn sweat equity. I say this is a way to earn sweat equity without the sweat, because you bring professionals in to do the work. You're going to go ahead and put together some moving pieces. Your buyer's going to put together some moving pieces and earn some sort of equity in the process. So that's a good thing. Occupant investors, again, we talked about the 1 to 4 units. People want to go ahead and lease those. And by the way, when the buyer goes to qualify, let's say somebody's going to buy a 4-unit building, do they have to have enough personal income to cover the entire monthly nut on that 4-unit building? No, what happens is one of the things the appraiser does on these units is comes in and analyzes what is the market rent. What's a reasonable market rent that they'll enjoy? That will then help them qualify to purchase that unit. So that's, I mentioned my son earlier with that guy buying the duplex. That was one of the keys to him qualifying to get a $360,000 duplex, was they factored in that rental income. And the last thing I say as far as buyers is just smart buyers. Smart buyers recognizing there's great values, they can customize the home and meet their needs, pick out the colors and choices, and really make the home their own. Are you excited about that? All right, so why is the 203K a great solution for today? Distressed properties need renovation, don't they? We've got a lot of homes. I mean, people are, every time I turn around, I'm hearing the one about how they go in looking for the kitchen. Have you seen that one? And it's gone. Where are these kitchens going? Are the neighbors coming and packing them up and taking them? I don't know. I hear that story over and over. Couldn't find a kitchen. So here we have all these homes out there that need some work. We need the FHA loans to close them. The 203K is the answer. And I had somebody in one of my sessions not too long ago that says, I call the 203K my deal saver. Because she says, I get somebody qualified for an FHA loan, we get into the home inspection, and we find there's some stuff there we hadn't anticipated, some repairs that need to be done, and any other deal might have fallen apart, but now we could just roll over into the 203K and save the deal. Does that make sense? I was in Minnesota, and we had some loan officers who specialize in the 203K in the room, and they're very, very excited about our program. And one of the guys stood up and he said, one of the things I want to make you aware of, he says, not too long ago, when we had multiple offers on a property, and we even with all these foreclosures, how many of you are still seeing that in your market on some of these bank-owned properties? Yeah, multiple offers come in. Cash is always king, right? That's the top of the heap. Where did FHA loans typically fall when we had multiple offers? All the way to the bottom, right? A lot of rejected or at the bottom of the list. What they're saying now, they're seeing over and over and over, cash is number one, although, in a lot of cases we know the cash offer is less of an offer. Number two is renovation loan. And why is that? Why would that be the number 2 desirable offer? Because in case we run into some issues, right? And we have the inspection done, we run into some issues, we know that we have a loan that has a little bit of room to allow us to get those repairs done and keep that deal together. So think about that. I think that's a neat advantage. So these homes need repair. 80% of the homes in America are 20 years old or older. Did you know that? That's over 100 million homes across this country. And think about it. You walk into any home that's 20 years old, it needs something, doesn't it? I mean, it needs a kitchen, it needs a furnace, it needs a new roof. So here's all these homes out there. And this is a message I've been sharing for the last 4 or 5 years, but the time is really right, I think, to get the energy behind this, to get buyers to take advantage of it. The message I have here is the 203K and our Rebuild USA program is right here and right now, a tremendous opportunity to go out and make business happen, to get this economy, move these homes, right? Terrific. But it's not just a short-term opportunity. There's an opportunity here for the rest of your career because homes are just going to keep getting older. And I've been saying for years that as a profession, we can't just have expertise and help them find the best home in the market that meets people's needs within their budget. We're going to have to bring to the table the skills to help people visualize how this home can be fixed up to meet their needs. Does that make sense? And we're going to have to bring the financial solutions. And I'll tell you, I believe that the 203K is just the beginning of it. I've already talked to people in the lending industry who are talking about jumbo 203Ks, private mortgage products that will deal with million-dollar homes and so on that need repair. We need to have a solution as industry. Some people say, well, geez, aren't these 203Ks a little more difficult? Aren't they kind of hard to do? Well, are they? Yeah, they're a little bit more difficult, certainly more difficult than maybe just a conventional loan on a conventional home if you can get that deal to come together. But at the same time, I met a woman just last week. She said, you know what, I just don't think there's any monies. I don't think there's any opportunities in these. And I just kind of laughed. I thought she was kidding. I said, are you serious? And I said, I just did a session. One of the guys in my session sold 1,000 REOs last year. I was in Michigan. I did a session up in Michigan, up near Detroit, and there was a guy in the room who sold and closed 800 bank-owned properties last year. The point is, if this stuff was all easy, would people need us? The fact that there's a little bit of difficulty to it, and we develop the skills, and we put together a program to support that, means this is a tremendous opportunity for you. People need our help out there. And compare doing a 203K, how many of you have short sales offers sitting out there? They're accepted. You have no idea if they're going to close. How hard did you work to get those in place? Right? You struggle. Our son Christian, again, he's got something like 12 or 15 short sale offers accepted, sitting there. He doesn't know. In the meantime, if you're working on one of these deals, what's the likelihood, if you take a buyer, get them pre-qualified for a 203K, what's the likelihood you're going to close a deal? Yeah, it's really, really high. We can help reduce inventory, help stabilize prices. Again, why sit back and wait for things to get better? How many of you think it would be really wise if we could play a role ourselves in helping get the housing economy back on track, getting some of these homes moved, stabilize prices? This is something we can do to make that happen. We can help sell more homes. We can create more jobs. Is anybody aware of where unemployment is right now for construction workers? Holy cow, it's terrible. We can get more of those folks back into the economy and good things happen. And then we can all be jumping up and down, all excited like these folks in the picture about the impact we're having on making things better. We have a number of major lenders who are working with us, partnering in the program. We have many, many smaller lenders also joining the program, and we have at all levels of the industry, there are lenders out there with expertise who have been doing these. There's more lenders growing their capability. About a year and a half ago, I went into the HUD database and I took a look at every single lender who had done at least one 203K deal, and it was a little less than 240 lenders nationwide. In about a year and a half, so this was, I believe, back about August, September, I went back into that database. More than 1,000 lenders now had done at least one or two 203K deals. So we have lenders very excited. Our program is centered around you as real estate professionals, but lenders are coming in as partners. They're supporting, and what we're excited about is the Rebuild USA program is bringing together the entire industry. Real estate professionals, mortgage professionals, construction professionals, to help all of us win-win and help have an impact, positive impact on the economy. Without our program, one of the challenges is the way it was structured is the typical homeowner would go out and have to get bids from different contractors and try to compare them, and then we'd have to analyze the stability of the contractors. What we've done is we put together a program that speeds that up really a great deal. And again, one of the fellows, a fellow we work with quite a bit, Tom Corzine, runs renovation lending for Wells Fargo, for example, and he's telling me most of their deals are hovering around 30 to 40 days. They're able to close them, and he feels as more people use our program, he says, I feel we could consistently get those closings below 30 days. It all depends on how quickly people make those decisions. And one of the things we're doing with that is what Lowe's is bringing to the table. We have people going into the stores, and here are product specialists who every day help people finalize those decisions, decide what's within their budget, get those choices together, and get those bid documents together.